my list is Past Lives, man.
I saw
Indian.
I think I was the one who told you to go check it out. I was like, it's out, man. Oh my God. Past Lives is just...
It slapped. It's, I don't know, there's just this way that A24 drops movies, and it's like, it's not just one type of movie, it's a plethora, different genres.
See, A24 is just king.
Yeah.
Like, their movies are always top notch. Whenever I see an A24 movie, I don't even bother myself to start thinking, is it going to make any sense, or I just go on straight ahead and I just start watching it. The craziness, and you pointed it out to me that this movie has this feel of like a Makoto Shinkai live action. I was like, the moment you said it, it clicked. I was like, bro, that's true. And then the story steals in that same line as Makoto Shinkai.
Exactly.
I was like, yo.
When
like
I noticed that.
It's forbidden love, people that can't get together and everything, you know? A friend of mine was like, he was shocked to see himself rooting for infidelity. I was like, what is this?
Yes. Like you'd actually feel like her situation in life, which is where she's meant to be, I see no other way it would have happened. But you're like, her situation in life is blocking her from what she could be, you know, what could have been.
True.
There's no other alternate life path. There's only one life path.
But but generally, how do you feel as a person having yourself in that situation, thinking, you know, what could have been if I'd actually taken this other path in life?
We saw it at the end when she just that long walk. Let me just say that long walk from when she dropped off. I've forgotten his name. Yeah. When she dropped off Haseyoung to walk back to her husband. As an audience, as a viewer,
so quiet.
I was asking myself, like, what is she feeling? Man, that was all that was in my head.
Past levels. It's just a masterpiece. And see, let me tell you one thing. Her husband understood the situation, and he was not bitter about it. And I was shocked. You saw how it started. It was people looking at them. You know how people play games when they see people like, oh, okay, let's try to gauge who these people are. You know, and they're like, okay, she's married to this guy, you know, and then when we watched it came full circle, right? Like I was like, oh,
right back to the beginning.
And I was like, oh my God, I loved how it started like that, and then it came to that point. I was like, and then when she met her husband, she cried.
She just broke down,
and he held her. He was not.
It really pulls you away from your questions. Okay, I had two questions. How is she feeling and how would I feel? And then she just started crying and it was like, it makes sense.
But how is the husband feeling? He's too so...
I actually love him because he was uncomfortable about it. He let it happen, but he was still uncomfortable. And he showed it. He showed that it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I also loved Haseyoung because he apologized.
Was very respectful.
He was, yeah.
Anyway, he
wasn't at all.
What
him and his wife did to the husband at the bar is...
Oh, they totally cut him off from that conversation.
They did.
You know, I was just like, wow.
But he apologized and the husband was just like, it's cool. You guys have
history.
Exactly.
Sick history. And it's understandable. But it's not easy to be in that kind of situation for anybody. I'm not even going to say, I'm just going to say the truth. Like, for anybody, like, being in that situation is just, I don't know how I would even react or how I'm going to take it, or if it's going to, like, I'm just thinking, it's going to be awkward, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird.
Because whoever you're with or whoever you get with, they obviously had the past.
Bro,
they have people that they want.
No matter how much someone tells you, oh, it's just, you know, it's just my friend, and it's just this and it's just that. If it meant something deeply to them, there is always that tendency of that feeling coming back up at some point. It can just be like in a heartbeat. You just, that feeling of how things were when it was good, how you felt for that person during that particular time, you know, you just feel it. The crazy thing is that those feelings most times are happy feelings. Forget about how it ended or how it was during that period. And then if you just make yourself feel that happy feeling again, for her, it's the fact that when they were kids, they had that happy feeling, that easy life, that smooth, you know, that's how she sees it.
Then they found
themselves again, and they had that period again
and
of,
they refound
of
themselves
bliss.
again.
Do you get?
God.
So if it's her taking herself back to those moments, back to those feelings, there were happy feelings, there were, butterflies and all of that, but it's not something that can happen now.
No.
She can't have it,
She can't have it. And I don't think she really wants it because she's happy with what she has with her husband. It's just that conflict. But what I love about this movie was the honesty, man. The honesty.
I remember when her husband was
crazy.
like, he's like the
evil
white guy.
Yeah, exactly. So this movie has a very interesting way of making you feel uncomfortable. From the beginning, they put you in like observer position.
Yep.
You're eyeing a couple and you're gossiping about them and you just feel uncomfortable. I asked my girlfriend while watching, I was like, well, who do you think is the husband, or who do you think, how do you think people are related to each other? And then, we all of a sudden were in the shoes of the people that were talking, and then the whole tension of the relationship, the husband has a young her. Man.
You can't even say, okay, you're rooting for the both of them, like Hase Young and her, yeah? Because her husband is not a bad guy.
He's not.
He's a very okay guy. He's not
easy going.
He's just a chill guy, man. Like, so there's nothing you start thinking and start saying, But then again, the angel, is better than the devil, and everything.
Yeah.
Because even if, they didn't get together, even Hase Young is a nice guy as well. He's chill. They're both amazing people, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just unfortunate, man.
It is.
It's just unfortunate.
But I'm happy she stayed with her husband. I'm all for, no infidelity around here.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good movie. Like, I loved it.
I really thought she'd break at the end when he was about to leave and both of them were staring at each
I was like, oh, don't.
It's the universe at that moment. I was like, nah, I ain't
I was like, don't. I was just waiting, and I was like, when the car came out,
yes. The universe just like put a freaking cock block. No, I don't have this.
Yeah, it was well done. It was well done. The cinematography was so... See, the story, first of all, the whole concept of the movie was so simple. Yeah. Nothing so over the top, Mm-hmm. And then the cinematography, the music, everything just blended so well. The cinematography was so warm.
Yeah.
I was just like, I want to be there.
That's what prompted me. So there was this whole part of the movie where she was moving to the writer's residence, right? That whole part of her driving in her car, getting to the hotel, looking at the trees, and they went out and they were working under the tree lights. I just texted you like, this feels like a Makoto Shinkai movie, man. Is it just me?
Bro, it's not just the moment you said it, I just thought of it and I was like, it clicked instantly as you sent it. I just like, ooh, that's true.
I'm sure this movie had to have picked some inspiration because there was this one shot where she was meeting Hase Young when he came, right? And I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Or I'm even saying
follow your lead.
She was walking by the water, and they showed her, but through the reflection of the water, reminded me of Garden of Words. I was like, that is so Garden of Words right there, man. Wow. Beautiful.
I loved it. You guys should see it. We highly recommend it.